Yo, what is going on, everybody? I am your boy Sean Go Get It, and welcome back to my channel. Yo, today I'm coming to you with top trendings, the 6 most cursed movie sets of all time. Now, I know for a fact that the Omen movie set and what is it, the Poltergeist movie set have to be on this list. They have to. There's no doubt about it. They have to be on this list. But yeah, I'm not going to talk too long, but know that the link to the original video will be in the description, along with Top Trending's channel. The link for their channel will be in the description also, so don't forget to subscribe to them. Yeah, let's go ahead and get into it.
One of the most famous movie curses comes from the sets of the Poltergeist films, which reportedly claimed 4 lives of the main cast over its many years of filming. The movies, produced by Steven Spielberg, were a sensation upon their release, but the chilling aftermath of its human losses produced a terrifying legacy that sent shockwaves through Hollywood. First, there was the brutal murder of actress Dominique Dunne at the hands of her boyfriend. Upon first glance, this was a tragic loss, but nothing that pointed to a movie curse. Then the consecutive losses of actor Will Sampson during a routine operation, and the death of Julian Beck, who succumbed to cancer. Finally, the curse struck Heather O'Rourke, the protagonist of the series, who was killed after a misdiagnosis from doctors when she became ill and fell into cardiac arrest. The reason for the curse? It was reported that some of the props used in the original film were actually the remains of deceased individuals, and they did not have permission to be used in the movie. Considering the plot of the film, this is as ironic as it is tragic. While the film it took was never proposed to be a horror movie, the line of high-profile deaths it left in its wake would serve as a terrifying film in and of itself. Originally conceived as a comedy about a traveling Eskimo, the part was first offered to a world-famous comedian, John Belushi, who had just come off the wildly popular The Blues Brothers. He was reportedly a huge fan of the script and signed on immediately, only to die of a drug overdose before the movie could enter production. The film attempted to move on, recasting the part to actor Sam Kinison. Problems with funding persisted, but Kinison remained attached to the project until he was killed in a car accident in 1992. Not seeing any concrete warning signs, the movie continued to progress, attaching popular comedian John Candy just a few short months later. Before the movie could start filming, Candy died of a sudden heart attack. Production ceased, and the script floated around Hollywood for almost 3 years, with interest in the movie waning until it found itself in the hands of actor and comedian Chris Farley. Before he could commit to the picture, Farley died of a drug overdose, and it was shelved for good. James Wan's Conjuring movies have proved to be worldwide smashes, producing spin-offs and sequels that continue to make money to this day. But just as the movies are full of well-crafted scares, the cast and crew of the first movie experienced strange paranormal events during filming. The odd occurrences include the director's dog continuously barking at and growling at a person that was not in the room. The dog's eyes then seemingly watched something walk from one side of the room to the other, and eventually leave. Later, actress Vera Farmiga reported seeing devilish claw markings on her computer screen as she attempted to read the script. She believed at first it was a joke being played on her by the crew, but no one ever admitted to the prank. When the real-life mother the film was telling the story of visited the set, she said she felt the same presence of the witch known as Bathsheba all around the crew. She later fell on set and had to be taken to the hospital. And finally, whenever the screenwriters attempted to call the real-life paranormal investigator Lorraine Warren that Vera Farmiga plays in the film, their calls were plagued by static, and the line continuously going dead. Warren claimed that was unusual for her landline.
What?
Among the most heartbreaking and tragic of the movie curses is that of the sci-fi film The Matrix. The horrifying losses began with the news actor Keanu Reeves' first child with his then-girlfriend Jennifer Syme was stillborn. While filming The Matrix sequel, Syme herself was killed in a tragic car accident. Then, as filming got underway, actress and singer Aaliyah was killed in a plane accident. She was originally cast as Z, and the part eventually went to Nona Gay. Later, actress Gloria Foster, who played the Oracle, passed on from diabetes at the age of 67. Throughout filming, Reeves suffered multiple injuries, some very serious, and his sister relapsed into a struggle with leukemia, though she eventually recovered. Roman Polanski's seminal horror film Rosemary's Baby has a well-documented string of atrocities that followed filming due to a reported movie curse. The strangest events noted are that of the death of the movie's composer, who passed away after a blood clot developed in his brain. Strangely enough, his death directly mirrored that of the characters in the movie. The film's producers suddenly experienced kidney failure out of nowhere and had to be rushed into surgery. But perhaps the most horrifying connection was that of the murder of Polanski's wife and unborn child by cult leader Charles Manson. Polanski purchased a house in 1969 from music producer Terry Melcher, who years prior rejected Manson's propositions to be a musician. In revenge, Manson ordered his cult to invade Melcher's home and murder everyone inside. What Manson didn't know was that Melcher had moved out of the house and Polanski had moved in. While Polanski was not home that evening, Manson's cult brutally slaughtered 6 people in one of the most famous murder cases in American history. But perhaps no movie curse was as deadly as that of the film The Omen. A multitude of deaths and strange occurrences plague the film's production and leave behind a legacy far scarier than the movie itself. To start, on 3 separate occasions were people who were involved with the film getting struck by lightning while on a plane. Screenwriter David Seltzer, actor Gregory Peck, and producer Mace Neufelds all reported surviving freak lightning storms while filming. Later, Peck's son would kill himself with seemingly no warning. Then, an assistant to the special effects consultant was brutally killed in a car accident with John Richardson. To make the curse even more real, when Richardson escaped from the accident relatively unharmed, he looked up to find a road sign that read, Alman, 66.6 kilometers. Then a Tiger handler employed by the film died. Finally, a plane that was originally supposed to be used in the movie was switched out at the last moment and redirected for commercial use. It later crashed and killed all the civilians on board, solidifying The Omen as the film with the most indirect casualties of all time.
That is crazy, man. All right. Yeah, man. It's crazy. I wasn't expecting, you know, it's like I knew about some of the things that happened on the set of The Omen, but I didn't know about everything, like the rest of that stuff that happened. But yeah, that was just insane. Yeah, comment down below what you guys thought about that video, and which one out of these videos that you these curse sets that you knew about or didn't know about, which one caught you the most, you know, which one intrigued you the most, you know, yeah, just leave everything down in the comments below. Comment what you guys want me to react to next, or, you know, comment what you thought about this video, if you want me to do more things like this, like scary things, like, because I'm into that type of stuff. I'm a big horror movie fan, so whatever you guys got, bring it on. Anyway, yeah, comment down below if you want me to talk about anything specific, like any story time topics that you want me to speak on. Like, I'll do a couple of story times. Just give me some topics to speak on. Any let's talk segments that you want me to do, leave it down below. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Like I always tell you guys, get up, get out, and go get it. And I'm out.